Could we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Good morning. Beautiful Tuesday. The rain has finally stopped, it looks like. This morning, Brady Harp, will you give us the minutes and claims, please?
Yeah, I'm submitting the minutes for the July 15, 2025 Commissioners meeting for approval, please.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, next we have the claim docket from July 11th through July 18th, 2025 in the amount of $5,713,011.30.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And last here, the payroll docket dated July 11th through July 18th, 2025 in the amount of $1,767,967.65.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Brady. Next, we have Larry Robbins, information on Next Level Trails.
Morning.
Morning.
So this is addendum amendment number 2, excuse me, for the Next Level Trails project. This is additional survey and design work from Erie Canal to Eldridge Road. And then there's some additional survey that the city requested around Ray Park. And there was some additional utility coordination that we needed to do for AT&T at Davis Drive for the first one. So the utility coordination work was $8,000. The additional survey at Ray Park was $17,900. The preliminary survey from Erie Canal to Eldridge Road was $13,310, and the preliminary design for Canal to Eldridge was $41,200. So the city will be taking care of the Ray Park section and half of the utility coordination, which was the $8,000, so $4,000 apiece between us and the city for that utility coordination. And then we will be taking care of the preliminary survey for Canal to Eldridge, both of those. So.
Okay. So Larry, Ray Park is a loop around the golf course, right?
Correct.
And the section from Canal to Davis remains the county's responsibility?
Canal to Davis.
What I'm saying is adjacent to Ray Park.
Yes, up into Ray Park. I mean, we split it,
Okay.
50-50 all the way up through there, for the whole section. So they did, so I guess it's a shared use, but we'll have to figure out maintenance-wise who maintains what and where.
Okay.
But that's a future discussion we need to have probably.
Well, as we get through the survey and design, I'm just trying to figure out who's going to pay for quarter mile
Right.
trail and who isn't. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Could you give us an update on where we're at on this, the next level of, or
Sure.
the next phase of construction?
So the first, the first phase has been bid. We're waiting on approval from DNR. We're still working through that. There's an agreement that the city is working on with NDOT for a tunnel under I-70. That is what DNR is waiting on. Once we get that agreement with NDOT, which I believe they're working on, we've ran into a few issues just with some personnel being off on summer break. There's been a couple people from NDOT off a week, and then a couple people from the city off a week or two. So we've been waiting game on that, but we should have that hopefully wrapped up. I'm hopeful this week, and we can get approval from DNR to go forward with construction of the first phase and award those bids that we had last month. So that would be this section, and that will obligate all of our Next Level Trails money, grant money that we have. So this will be designed and stuff for a future trail connection. So we don't have construction funding for this per se right now. That's something we're talking with council about budget wise and everything. But so the only piece that really be unfunded for this will be that section from Eldridge up to Canal. However we make that connection, and that's what this design is going to figure out for us.
Right,
Any
so-
other questions
So now
or comments?
now we're waiting on NDOT.
Sorta, yeah. We're waiting on NDOT and the city to come to that agreement with the tunnel under I-70, just north of Davis there. And that will provide that connection up into the city, and that's what DNR wanted to see. That was in our original application. So they want to make sure that's going to happen before they authorize us to move forward with those bid awards. So everything is moving forward. We're just, like I said, I think we've been waiting the game a little bit because we had a couple people from NDOT that were off that needed to get the agreement finalized, and now I think we're waiting on one person from the city that's off, so.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Do we make a motion?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Okay, the next on the agenda, the parking space agreement with Mr. Thompson. We are going to have to push that off till next week because I haven't heard back from him on the changes that were requested. That leads us to comments from the public. Anyone? Department heads, elected officials, commissioners, anyone?
Commissioner Clinkenbeard, I tried to have a presentation ready today to discuss local income tax revenue. I think there was some grumblings in the crowd about a month or so ago about us talking about potentially helping the school corporation. Local income tax revenue does not pay for Vigo County employees' salaries. I think that's important to know. That goes to edit and economic development projects. So if we were to help, we would not be taken away from county employees and their potential salary increases, which we all support. So I just want to kill that conversation right now, moving forward. But I hope next week to have it finalized after meeting with Baker Tilly today to see what our real revenues will be, so we can give that to county employees.
Thank you. Anyone else? Commissioner Morris, anything?
Yeah, you know, now that you did mention that, we're meeting with Baker Tilly. We had plans in the pipeline to revenue structure and what have you. And with the legislature changes in that, we had to go back to the drawing board somewhat so we're meeting with them and making adjustments in the overall picture, so.
And wanted to say happy birthday to Bob Murray.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Yes.
birthday.
All right, with that, we'll stand in recess. Thank you.